Yo guys, welcome back to Shonen Snacker, your go-to place for addictive manhwa recommendations. But before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more recommendations and manhwa updates. I'll be posting complete manhwa series recommendations so you can binge watch without stress. Now, today I'm bringing you the top 5 action manhwa you must start in December 2025. And yes, every single one has an overpowered main character because we love chaos. December is ending, 2025 is about to log out, so before the year ends, start binge reading these manhwa and enter 2026 like a true menace. Alright, no more talking, let's get started. On number 5, we have the Max Level Great Stage Return, and it's an ongoing manhwa with 122 chapters available so you can binge read it. So what if the strongest mage in history was reborn into a world that barely understands magic? This is the story of Max Level Great Sage Returns, also known as When the Max Level Magic Shocks the Magic Academy, or Magic Level 9999000, all attribute Great Sage. So, long ago, there lived a man known as the Great Sage, a legendary mage, a hero who saved humanity, a being whose magic surpassed all limits, and then he disappeared. So he died. 20 to 50 years later, he returns not as a king, not as a hero, but as a weak, low-level, high school boy with almost no mana. His new name is Kusanagi, but in his past life, he was known as Ichami Minato, the strongest mage the world had ever known. In this era, magic is dying. Spells are primitive. Knowledge is incomplete. Even the elite magic academy teaches concepts that would make the great sage laugh. So Kusanagi does what any god-tier mage would do. He hides, registered as level 1, treated as average, ignored, mocked. But here's the truth. His real magic level isn't high. It's maxed out, like 99991000. The number is so absurd. It breaks the system itself. So when he casts a simple spell, a basic fire arrow, it doesn't burn, it erases everything. So obviously demon falls in second, battlefields collapse, teachers freeze in disbelief because what they call magic, he call child's play. Because Kusanagi isn't here to dominate, he's here to teach, to fix a broken system, to revive true magic. He trains students the academy failed, turns bullies into warriors, guides talents like Mizuha, showing them magic the modern world has forgotten. Beyond school life, darker threats rise. Demons the academy can't defeat, enemies preparing for something worse. And the biggest mystery remains. Why did the great sage reincarnate? What catastrophe is coming? And one thing is certain. In a world that forgot true power, a god walks among students, smiling, observing, waiting. So this is the story of hidden strength, absolute dominance, and a legend who returns not to rule but to restore. So this is the Max Level Great Sage Returns and the Academy, and you guys are not ready for it. What if the weakest class was actually the deadliest? So this is the top assassin in another world. It's an ongoing manhwa with 35 chapters available, a dark isekai story where power doesn't shine, it hides. Meets Kai Shinjo, a quiet high school student, polite, unremarkable, but behind that ordinary face is one of the most skilled assassins in the modern world. A man trained to erase his presence, to move unseen, to kill without leaving a trace. One day, everything changes. Kai and his entire classroom are suddenly summoned to another world, a fantasy realm called Morgan. They are welcomed by the kingdom of Redis, who call them heroes, summoned to defeat the Demon King. So each student receive a status screen. Powerful classes appear, warriors, mages, chosen heroes with overwhelming stats. Applause fill the room until it's Kai's turn. So what's his class? Assassin. No fancy title, no heroic praise, just assassin. The kingdom sneers. His classmates dismiss him. A weak class. They say unfit to be a hero. Low stats, low expectations. Exactly how Kai likes it. Because they don't see the truth. The assassin class isn't weak, it's lethal. And in Kai's hands, it's perfected, like concealed presence level max. So complete, even magic can't even find him. So while others train loudly in the open, Kai watches, listens, investigates. Unlike his classmates, Kai doesn't trust the kingdom. Heroes don't get summoned like tools, so he slips through the castle unseen and uncovers a horrifying truth. The king and princess aren't saviors, they are manipulators. Using summoned students as pawns, as sacrifices, as disposable weapons from the shadows, Kai prepares. He doesn't fight fair. He doesn't announce battles. He uses traps, poison, timing, information, one strike, one kill, no second chances. So while heroes clash in open combat, the assassin ends war before they begin. So he's underestimated, unseen, and unstoppable. So this isn't a story about glory. It's a story about survival, about intelligence over brute force, about the most dangerous man in the room being the one nobody noticed. So this is a top assassin in another world, and by the time they realize his true power, it's already too late. On number 3, we have Reincarnation of the Fist King, and it has 31 chapters available. So what's the story is about? In the world of Murim, strength is the law, and among all warriors, there was one man who stood above the rest. They called him the Fist King. No sword, no spear, no hidden weapons. With unmatched physical power and martial mastery, he roamed the martial world as an unrivaled fighter until one night he was betrayed. The demonic faction and their allies ambushed him, surrounded, overwhelmed, and finally killed. As his life faded, the Fist King made a vow: debt must be repaid, grudges must be settled. That was not the end for him. He opens his eyes again, reborn as Legionon, the eldest son of the immensely wealthy merchant group. But his new life comes at a cost: a weak body, a sickly frame, a physique far removed from the iron body he once possessed. Yet fate gives him something new: wealth, resources, influence, and most importantly, his memories remain intact. With the knowledge of his past life, Dan Woo-sung begins again. Using rare elixirs, secrets manuals, and perfect training methods refined through countless battles, his body strengthens, his energy core awakens, and his fists remember their purpose. He masters new terrifying techniques like the White Lightning 10-phase art, a supreme martial art that allows him to command lightning itself. Each strike becomes faster, sharper, deadlier, while others struggle for decades. He surpasses them in years. But his journey is not just about power, it's about revenge. The demonic faction still exists, old enemies still breathe, and Dan Woo-sung is climbing back to the top of Murim, not just with strength, but with strategy, wealth, and information. Every move is calculated, every battle is deliberate. In this life, he will not fall to an ambush. He will hunt one by one. This is Reincarnation of the Fist King, a tale of rebirth, relentless training, and a warrior who returned from death to reclaim his throne without nothing but his fist. What if the end of the world wasn't your biggest fear, but losing your child was? This is Zombie Papa, a Korean action fantasy manhwa that turns a zombie apocalypse into a heartbreaking story of a father's love. It has 23 chapters available and it's an ongoing manhwa. Meet Ryo Min-suk, an ordinary man, an ordinary father. But in a world suddenly overrun by zombies, he is given something extraordinary. 100 chances, 100 time loops, 100 lives to save his daughter Ryodami. Every time the world resets, Minsuk tries harder, runs faster, fights smarter, and every time he fails, he watches his daughter die again and again and again. 99 times hope is crushed, 99 times a father's heart is shattered. Then comes the 100th attempt. This time, Minsik doesn't even reach his daughter, he dies. But instead of darkness, he wakes up not as a human but as a zombie. A zombie with human consciousness. A zombie who remembers every failure, every scream, every regret, and most importantly, a zombie who still loves his daughter. This transformation gives him terrifying strength far beyond any normal human or zombie. Now, in his final chance with no resets left, Minsuk becomes something the apocalypse has never seen, a monster who protects. Zombie Papa isn't just about survival, it's about unconditional paternal love, about how far a father will go, even beyond death, to protect his child. Time loops, regression, loss, hope. In a world where humanity is dying, a father's love refuses to. So this is Zombie Papa, and this time he won't fail. On number 1 position, we have Back Alley Mage's Second Life with 25 chapters available. So the Back Alley Mage's Second Life is a fantasy manhwa about betrayal, regression, and calculated revenge. The story follows Aster, a mage who in his previous life grew up in the back alleys and later became a powerful but expendable hound for the noble Jaculan family, one of the strongest magic houses. Despite his loyalty, Aster is betrayed and killed by the family-held Baharan Wen Jaculan, who uses forbidden magic from a stolen grimoire to consume him. But that is not the end. Aster regresses to his youth, back to the back alleys, retaining all his memories, magical knowledge, and future insight. This time, he chooses a different path. Instead of serving nobles, Aster plans to destroy the Jaculan family from within, repay old grudges, and protect himself and others from becoming pawns. What makes him dangerous isn't instant power, it's knowledge. He knows future events, rare artifacts, rising talents, and hidden secrets of the magic world. He trains efficiently, gathers resources early, and recruits future powerhouses like Damien Van Blandu, a boy with exceptional healing magic. Along the way, Aster works to build a vast magic library, fulfilling a fallen comrade's dream while exposing the crimes of the magic elite. Though the story begins in a magic academy, it quickly expands into noble politics, secret organizations, and long-term power struggle. The Back Alley Mage's Second Life is a strategic, revenge-driven manhwa where the protagonist uses foresight, not brute force, to rewrite his fate.
Please like and subscribe.